साल का वक्त लगा, 2016 से लेके 8 साल का वक्त लगा। ये संख्या बढ़ भी सकती थी, इस संख्या को बढ़ाया भी जा सकता था। जो कुछ लोग आज जिन लोगों को हार्ट ट्रांसप्लांट हुआ है वो सब मुस्कुराते हुए चेहरे और उस परिवार के लोगों के आज आपने उन सबको देखा। हम ये संख्या को बढ़ा भी सकते हैं यदि हम इसी मैसेज को हर किसी तक पहुंचाएं कि वो लोग ऑर्गन डोनेशन के अंदर में पूरी तरह से सहयोग करें। हर आदमी इस चीज़ का प्रण ले कि वो कहीं ना कहीं ऑर्गन डोनेशन को आगे तक लेके जाएगा, तो हम बहुत सारी मुस्कुराहट को और इस किताब को कई किताबों में बदल सकते हैं, कई खुशियों में बदल सकते हैं और इस किताब का नया आयाम हम क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। इन्हीं सब बातों के साथ में उठाया और आज जो हम यहाँ बैठे हैं और प्रीता बहन जो यहाँ बैठी हैं जिन्होंने इस किताब का विमोचन किया, उन सभी की वजह से आज हम यहाँ पर पहुँचे हैं, जिसकी वजह से हम इस सेलिब्रेशन का पार्ट हो चुके हैं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind words. It takes a village to raise a child, says an African proverb. And it requires an institute to do heart transplant, not hospitals. An institute with various departments, often which are at loggerheads with each other. And one man had the vision to have this institute, Dr. Keur Parikh. Incidentally, he hails from Tanzania, which is a part of Africa. Dr. Keur Parikh.
Dear friends, respected Swamiji, it's a pleasure to be here. It's a dream also to be here. I was born in Africa. My father was born in Dar es Salaam. My grandfather was born in Dar es Salaam. My great-grandfather went there. तो आप लोग सोचेंगे मैं इधर क्या कर रहा हूँ. So I spent most of my childhood in Africa. I did my MBBS here. I did my cardiology in California. I was practicing in California. And one fine day, December, I moved to India. I had practically no લાવતા હતા ઇન્ડિપેન્ડન્ટ તમારી સાથે. મારી વાઈફ ચૂસ સ્વામિનારાયણ છે વર્ષોથી. મને જય સ્વામિનારાયણ બોલા કરાવી દીધો. ફોન ઉપર વધારે જય સ્વામિનારાયણ વાત થાય. બધા પાછા આમ 10-15 વાર જય સ્વામિનારાયણ કરે પછી વાત થાય કે હવે આગળની વાત કરવાની. અહીંયા આવ્યા, વાઈફ આવી, વાઈફના પેરેન્ટ્સ ન્યૂ જર્સી હતા. I was fortunate enough between the years 1995 to 2005 to meet fantastic people. Milan Chag, Hemang Bakshi, I won't name because it's a big group. When we built this hospital, truly it was my dream. A dream which I thought will never happen in my lifetime. A heart transplant in Ahmedabad. Unbelievable. કોઈને વાત કરે તો હશે. Angioplasty, everybody did. I did since 85. Milan Bhai, everybody did in hundreds. Bypass surgery, lot of people are doing. I would really, at this moment, heartfelt thanks to Dhiren Shah, the entire cardiology team. We have the largest cardiology group practice in Asia and the world, and everybody to create a dream, my dream, everybody's dream, to have a heart transplant program, creating a very competitively successful program in Ahmedabad. Because of Dhiren also, because of our program, other people have come up with similar programs. At the end, community, patients of Gujarat, of India have benefited. Thank you everybody, all my team, thank you very much again. Thank you.
May I invite on the stage Mr. Manish Mehta, editor, digital editor, Bhaskar. Thank you, Keur Bhai. You are always inspiring, whether you are talking or working. So, the proof of pudding is in eating. We have Mr. Vinay Joshi, 52-year-old, who had a heart transplant 2 years ago under the great difficulties. Mr. Vinay Joshi, would you like to say a few words?
ગુડ ઇવનિંગ સાહેબ. ઇન્સ્પિરેશન ગુરુ, ઇન્સ્પિરેશન વાળી આખી ટીમ, ઇન્સ્પિરેશન વાળી ઓડિયન્સ, એમને એમ જ ઉર્જા આવી જાય છે. સાહેબ આજે લોન્ચ કરી રહ્યા છે સ્ટોરીઝ ઓફ ધ હાર્ટ. સાથે સાથે મેં મારી સ્ટોરી બનાવી દીધી, પ્રેશર ટુ પ્લેઝર. એટલું બધું પ્રેશર હતું. આજથી લગભગ 2 વર્ષ પહેલાં મને હાર્ટ એટેક આવ્યો. હોસ્પિટલાઇઝ કર્યા, 2 નળી બ્લોક હતી, એની સારવાર લેવામાં આવી, છતાં પણ ગડબડી ચાલુ રહી. પેસમેકર મૂકવું પડ્યું. પેસમેકર મૂક્યા પછી એટલીસ્ટ એટલું એશ્યોર થયું કે હવે હું કોલેપ્સ નહીં થઈ જાઉં. પણ આ બધી ઇવેન્ટ દરમિયાનમાં હાર્ટ ડેમેજ થઈ ગયું હતું. કન્ક્લુઝન એવું નીકળ્યું કે હાર્ટ ટ્રાન્સપ્લાન્ટ કરવું પડશે. ઓ બાપરે, ગભરાઈ ગયા. કારણ કે મેં મારા ફેમિલીમાં ક્યારેય કોઈએ સાંભળ્યું નહોતું કે હાર્ટ ટ્રાન્સપ્લાન્ટ થાય. ઘણા લોકોએ મને કીધું બી ખરું અમારા ફેમિલીમાંથી કે આ બધી વાતમાં તું ધ્યાન ના આપીશ, જે ચાલે છે ચાલવા દે, જેટલી ઉંમર છે એટલી ઉંમર આપણે ફિક્સ છે, જેટલું જીવાના છે એનાથી વધારે શું કરો આપણે, અનનેસરી ટચ કરીએ અને બગડે એના કરતાં બેટર છે. પણ મારા વાઈફના સપોર્ટથી, કે જે હંમેશા નેવર ગીવ અપવાળા, હું પણ પોતે સેલ્ફ એમ્પ્લોયડ છું, નાનો બિઝનેસ ચલાવું છું, સેલ્ફ મોટિવેશન મારે બી જોઈતું હોય છે, એટલે નેવર ગીવ અપવાળી એટીટ્યૂડ પહેલેથી હતો જ, નહીં છોડીએ. સાહેબનો ટાઈમ લીધો. સાહેબે મને 1-1.5 કલાક આપ્યો, સમજાવ્યું. એક એન્જિનિયરને મેડિકલ સાયન્સ સમજાવ્યું કે કોઈ તકલીફ નથી, આવી એની પ્રોસેસ છે, આના પ્રોન્સ એન્ડ કોન્સ છે, બધું સમજાવ્યું. એમનો સમજતી વખતે જે કોન્ફિડન્સ હતો એ કોન્ફિડન્સ મારામાં બી આવ્યો, કશું નહીં થાય. મારા વાઈફ કાયમ મને કહ્યા કરે કે એવી કન્ડિશનમાંથી હું બહાર આવ્યો હતો, એ આવી ગયો છું એટલે હવે કશું નથી થવાનું, હવે તમે યુ આર ઇન અ સેફ હેન્ડ. એમના પ્રોટોકોલ્સ પ્રમાણે થઈને સોટોમાં નામ નોંધાવ્યું, રાહ જોવી પડી કારણ કે એ પોઝિટિવ હતું. પણ સાહેબે એશ્યોર કર્યું હતું પહેલા દિવસે કે આપણે બેસ્ટ હાર્ટ લઈશું, યંગ હાર્ટ લઈશું, સુટેબલ લઈશું, કોઈ જાતની ઉતાવળ નહીં કરીએ. ટીમ તરફથી ફૂલ સપોર્ટ રહ્યો. અને ટીમ એટલે એવું નહીં કે મેં ટ્રાન્સપ્લાન્ટ કર્યું છે મારે સારું સારું બોલવાનું છે, આ મારું અંદરથી બોલે જ છે. જ્યાં આગળ મને ટ્રીટમેન્ટ, મને સર્જરી થયા પછી હું જ્યાં આગળ મારે 15 દિવસ આઈસીયુમાં રહેવું પડ્યું, સાહેબ આવે સવારે સાંજે મળીને જાય, 10 મિનિટ મારી સાથે વાતો કરીને જાય. બાકી રહ્યું શું તો એમના સિસ્ટર, વોર્ડ બોય, એ લેવલથી એટલા લોકો એજ્યુકેટેડ છે, એટલા માસ્ટર છે, નાનામાં નાની ટિપ્સ આપીને મને એટલું બધું મોટિવેટ કરતા હતા આખી દિવસ દરમિયાનમાં કે 15 દિવસમાં ઊભો કર્યો. અને તમે જાણો છો કે આજે હું 6 મહિના પછી અહીંયા ઊભો છું. 6 જ મહિના થયા છે. જૂનની અંદર ટ્રાન્સપ્લાન્ટ થયું છે. આજે ડિસેમ્બર, જાન્યુઆરીમાં હું તમારી સાથે વાત કરી રહ્યો છું.
વન્ડરફુલ.
આ બધું સૌથી વધારે અને મને સિમ્સની પૂરેપૂરી ટીમને હું બી અભિનંદન આપું છું કે જે મને એક ઓર્ડિનરી માણસમાંથી મને એક્સ્ટ્રા ઓર્ડિનરી બનાવ્યો અત્યારે. ધન્યવાદ.
વિનયભાઈ, ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર. ચોક્કસ કેટલા લોકોને ઇન્સ્પાયર કરશે. The balloon of motivation needs air of discipline, hard work, enthusiasm to keep going against all winds. Dr. Dhiren Shah, cardiac surgeon, transplant surgeon and director of CVTS Ahmedabad, has led this team from the front of this heart transplant program. Dhiren bhai, your thoughts.
Good evening. Jai Swaminarayan Swamiji. The respected dignitaries present on the dais, Swami Gnan Vatsal Swami, Dr. R.K. Patel, Manish Bhai, Pathik Bhai, Dr. Raghavendra Dikshit, Ajay Bhai Unmat Sahib, and Sharat Thakur Sahib. And plus આખી અમારી ટીમ. Apart from that, all my senior colleagues, my dear friends, અને સૌથી ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ જે આ બુકના હીરો અને હિરોઈન્સ છે એ અહીંયા બેઠા છે બધા હાર્ટ ટ્રાન્સપ્લાન્ટ રેસિપિયન્ટ્સ એન્ડ ધેર ફેમિલીઝ. I welcome you all. This is a very special occasion where we are not celebrating just the launch of the book, but the remarkable stories of courage, resilience, and hope contained within these pages. This book, which is the chronicle of journey of heart transplantation and the inception of heart transplantation program in Gujarat, stands as testament to human. First and foremost thing, Dr. Chintan Sheth, who helped me out in getting the stories, getting the things in place. Preeta Ben, obviously compiling, editing, writing, everything. She has been the soul of this whole book. Sunil Agrawal, who has been our transplant coordinator. Gaurav Pathak, Ketan Acharya, Vipul Thumar. This all people, Deepika is there. This all people have helped me out to get the literature there, photographs, connecting with the patients, getting the history, getting the stories from all these people. And because of their help only, this book has been possible. Obviously, Now Bharat Ronak Bhai, our publisher, Now Bharat Publishing, and Siddharth Bhai Ramanuj. He is a craftsman, he is a great magician who has created the whole layout of this book, which has made this book entirely a different book. When you go through that book, you will go through that book, you will really enjoy that book. And that is all because of Siddharth Bhai Ramanuj. I am not able to see him, somewhere he is there. And last but not the least, all my transplant patients. They have shared their stories, they have shared their emotions, and made this book a very interesting book. So thank you all. Thank you very much for creating this book and spreading this awareness of heart transplantation and organ donation. Thank you very much.
Big round of applause for Dr. Dhiren Bhai, who is the captain of this team. Hridayin hi satyam janati. Truth can be accessed only through heart. Finally, the moment for which all of us are here, unveiling of the book by Pujya Gnan Vatsal Swami. Swamiji hardly needs any introduction. Pujya Dr. Gnan Vatsal Swami ji needs no introduction to this august audience, but to briefly tell a few things about him. He's a life coach, motivational speaker from the Bab Sansthan. There is a small interesting anecdote from his life. With Swamiji's permission, I would like to share. In 1996, while he was traveling in US, Swamiji met with a very bad accident in US. He had head injury and multiple fractures on the right side of his body. He was airlifted to a near city hospital and was in and out of consciousness for almost 72 hours. The first phone call that he received after gaining consciousness was from Pujya Pramukh Swamiji. And Pujya Pramukh Swami told him, આપણું જીવન પૂરું થઈ ગયું છે, ભગવાને આ નવું જીવન આપ્યું છે. Isn't it a great coincidence that he is here to launch a book on heart transplant, which is not very different? Swamiji, your time starts now.
गुणातीतोऽक्षरं ब्रह्म भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमः जनो जानन्निदं सत्यं मुच्यते भवबन्धनात्. With prostrations at the divine feet of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, my Guru Hari, Param Pujya Pramukh Swami Maharaj, my Pragat Guru Hari, Param Pujya Mahant Swami Maharaj, my heartiest Namaskar, especially to Dr. K.U. Parikh, who has taken all the effort of coming from East Africa to Ahmedabad to set up this SIMS hospital, the founder chairman of SIMS. And we did a lot of talking while sitting together. So you are going to exchange many more things in future. Dr. R.K. Patel, under whose guidance UN Metta has been doing a lot of medical activities, heart transplants at both the places. And I think we need to bring our hands together, especially for Dr. Dhiren, who has performed 55 heart transplants. Milan Chag, Dr. Anish Chandarana, a good friend of mine. On the other side, we have a lot many dignitaries. Ajay Umat. See, it's nice to be always in the midst of so many doctors on the dais and so many doctors here, just for the reason that you gain perhaps by one function 2 years of more life. Because if medicine can give you a betterment of life and longevity of life, just the sheer presence and the outhale of so many doctors can give you a bit of a longevity as well. Well, in 1987, when I finished my 12th standard, I got admission at the MP Shah Medical College in Jamnagar. I would have been a doctor of like you, but I always wanted to go for my UPSC, for my public services. I wanted to be an IAS or an IPS officer. So I opted for engineering, and when I was in second year of engineering, Pramukh Swami Maharaj asked me to become a saint, and so I'm here. Well, wonderful, the book. I just flipped through the pages. I went to the pages back as well. All the stories of this heart transplant patients, that is heart transplant recipients, they have put in their emotions in it. And as Dr. Dhiren described, from the layout to the writing of the stories, it has been a wonderful book that has been launched today. It's going to give inspiration to one and many on the either side. Either side, I mean the person who is performing, the person who is receiving, and the person who is going to donate. This book is definitely going to inspire lot many people to donate their organs. Awareness for organ donation has started in India, especially in the last 5-7 years, it's more. But now it is picking up, and this book is going to be very helpful for that. I was just talking with Dr. Keyur Parikh, and he said that a heart transplant, the recipient, if he gets the heart of a person who is around 55, that is the best heart. You take care of the physical heart. You doctors, you take care of the physical heart, we take care of the emotional heart. And so we are today. So we are also doctors in some way. We take care of the emotional heart. The heart has two expressions of its own. And the heart has reasons of its own which the head can never understand. So we take care of the emotional heart, which is also equally very important. You implant the physical heart. We mend the broken hearts, the one that are broken by emotions, by some separations, or maybe by loss of a near or a dear one. Many reasons, like a big loss in business or a job loss. For many reasons, when it is broken, we try to mend it through spirituality and religiosity. And actually, medical science and spirituality, they go hand in hand. Many a times when people with certain agnostic views in life, when certain people have a belief that science and spirituality are two diagonally opposite, let me tell you, they are real brothers and they go hand in hand. Albert Einstein used to say that science without religion is blind and religion without science is lame. So the both has to go hand in hand. And when they go together, it not only gives you a complete personality, it gives you a complete character in life as well. Spirituality and health is my topic for the evening today. How better spirituality, practical spirituality, personified spirituality can actually better your physical health, mental health, and emotional health. Many researches and surveys have been carried out on this. At the University of Philadelphia and the University of Pennsylvania, Dr. Andrew Newberg, Dr. H.G. Coyne, they conducted a clinical experiment. And the experiment was that when we do the Nam Smaran, the chanting of the holy name, what kind of hormones are released in the body and what effect these hormones have on your physical, mental, and emotional health. So 4,000 people were selected for the experiment, 1,000 of each age group. First age group was from 3 or 4 years to 12 years. Second age group was 12 to 22. Third was 22 to 60. Most of us that we are sitting here. And fourth age group was 60 to 80. That is old age and retired people. Across caste, creed, color, religion, and nationality. They were all brought together, made to sit in the Indian way of sitting pose. And they were, before they started the chanting of the holy name, they were asked to be quiet. And by psychoneuro software's version 1.0, their mind mappings were done. They were asked to chant the holy name in whichever form of God that they believed in for 12 minutes, 3-4 times repetition. Then they were asked to go back home. They were part of an experiment. Being the subjects of the experiment, they were asked to continue the practice for at least 3 to 4 months. Thereafter, they were again brought back on the university campus. Again, the same practice asked to be done with psychoneuro software's version 2.0. From there, the conclusion report states that when we chant the holy name, जो भी भगवान के स्वरूप में आप श्रद्धा रखते हो उनका नाम स्मरण जब आप करते हो, they found that the hormones that are released in the body, they have definite effects physically, mentally and emotionally. फर्स्ट बात ये कंक्लूजन पेपर में ये लिखी गई है कि जब आप भगवान का नाम स्मरण करते हो, जब बच्चे हैं जो 3-4 साल से लेके 12 साल तक के, they have 10 to 15% increase in their memory power. In the age group of 12 to 22, chanting the holy name for 12 minutes a day, they have an increase in their willpower and confidence. The psychoneurosoftwares, they suggested this, they concluded this. In the age group of 22 to 60, they said this has the benefit that you have 10 to 15% increase in your absorption power of the happenings of life. That is, your buffer capacity increases. जीवन में दुख सहन करने की शक्ति बढ़ जाती है. And in the age group of 60 to 80, they had this advantage that they had bettered the strength of their immune system by 15 to 25%. So they concluded at the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia that chanting the holy name of God can give you a benefit of bettering your memory power, bettering your willpower, bettering your confidence level, bettering your buffer capacities, that is capacity to absorb shocks of life, and bettering the strength of your immune system. अब ये 5 बात आ जाए तो हेल्थ अच्छी रहती है कि नहीं? डॉक्टर्स जल्दी हाँ नहीं कहेंगे, बोलना. डॉक्टर्स की तो जरूरत है, डॉक्टर की प्रक्रिया की भी जरूरत है. स्पिरिचुअलिटी एड्स टू इट. स्पिरिचुअलिटी एड्स टू इट. तो जो डॉक्टर्स परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं वो जरूरी है. ये बात समझ के, ये बात सुन के आप ये मत सोच लेना कि अकेले एक बात से बात चलेगी. Spirituality is a good addition to the treatment and a good addition to the recovery process. That is what I want to tell about. आप सभी डॉक्टर्स यहाँ बैठे हैं. 2018 का Nobel Prize for Medicine went to 2 doctors who did their research on cancer. Dr. Tasuku Honjo of Japan and Dr. Allison of United States. उनकी रिसर्च क्या थी? उनकी रिसर्च ये थी कि they said that cancer can be treated better with the help of stimulation of the immune system. ये उनका फोकस था रिसर्च का. They researched. Dr. Tetsuko Honjo and Dr. Allison, they said that when the immune system is stimulated, it gains more energy and more power to work against the cancerous cells. T cells का power बढ़ जाता है. And then they said fasting, जो धर्म संप्रदायों में, आध्यात्मिक क्षेत्र में उपवास की महत्ता है, उसके बारे में भी लिखते हैं कि when you fast, and they suggested 20 fasts a year, one fast at least for 20 hours, not drinking a single drop of water. That fasting has the power to trigger your immune system to fight against cancer. They suggested that fasting helps in the effect of chemotherapy. कैंसर है तो कीमोथेरापी तो करनी ही पड़ती है, करते हैं, लेकिन it helps chemotherapy in which way? Now listen to my words. Fasting helps chemotherapy treatment by making cancer cells more vulnerable to treatment. Second, they said that it can trigger the immune system to fight better. And third, they talked about autophagy. मतलब जो cells हमारे शरीर में हैं, they can realize their power to treat that component of the cell which is less functional, which is damaged, even recycle those damaged parts of the cell so that they become normal cells, or cut off that component which is damaged. That is called autophagy. For that they were given the Nobel Prize, and they said fasting gives power to autophagy. तो मैंने आपको दो बातें की. एक है भगवान के नाम स्मरण से इतने सारे लाभ जीवन में होते हैं, which betters your mental and emotional health. दूसरी बात मैंने फास्टिंग की, which betters your physical, emotional and mental health because you are treated well because of that. तो स्पिरिचुअलिटी के अनेक ऐसे आयाम हैं जिससे हेल्थ पे एक पॉजिटिव इंपैक्ट आता है. इट impacts it so positively, it is so effective, but it should be practical spirituality. हम लोग theoretical spirituality में बहुत मानते हैं, हाँ धर्म में मानते हैं, अध्यात्म में मानते हैं, लेकिन जब सत्शास्त्र पढ़ने की बात आती है, मंदिर में जाने की बात आती है, नाम स्मरण की बात आती है, तब मान लेते हैं कि हाँ होगा. We believe in theoretical spirituality and theoretical religiosity, but to have practical religiosity and practical spirituality in life, it only benefits you. Otherwise it doesn't. It doesn't have the power to benefit you. Dr. Ed G. Coing in United States, he surveyed and he has put forward his conclusion that when you develop a practice of daily prayers, जब आप रोज प्रार्थना करने की एक प्रैक्टिस अपने जीवन में डेवलप करते हो. Dr. Ed G. Coing writes, I'm putting forward the names, you can definitely check it out. He says, regular prayer practice has the capacity to energize you and reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Second thing he says, regular prayer practice has the power to energize you to lower your blood pressure levels, especially in patients who have hypertension. इतनी ताकत अध्यात्म में, नाम स्मरण हो, फास्टिंग हो, या मैंने प्रेयर्स की बात की, ये साइंटिफिक रिसर्च है. इसमें से कहीं तो क्लिनिकल रिसर्चेस हैं, सर्वेज हैं. So I say, as Albert Einstein used to put forward, that science and spirituality go hand in hand. They are real brothers. They take care of each other well. डॉक्टर्स भी मानते हैं कि जो लोग भगवान में श्रद्धा रखते हैं, कुछ धार्मिक विधि विधान करते हैं, उनकी रिकवरी अच्छी और जल्दी होती है. Lot of research is on this. I tell you, more than 50,000 research papers have been published in national, international seminars and conferences. More than 500 copies I do have with me. How spirituality is beneficial to us in all walks of life. We are particularly talking about the health, but how it is beneficial in all walks of life. तो ये एक हकीकत है. तो मैंने ये कहा कि थियोरेटिकल स्पिरिचुअलिटी नहीं, प्रैक्टिकल स्पिरिचुअलिटी हेल्प्स. जैसे हम कहते हैं थियोरेटिकल साइंस इज डिस्कशन, प्रैक्टिकल साइंस इज हेल्पफुल प्रैक्टिकल इन योर लाइफ. आप रेफ्रिजरेटर की चर्चा करें तो ठंडे पानी का आनंद नहीं आएगा. On a hot summer day, if you open the refrigerator and pick up the jug from your fridge and have your cold water, you experience that. थियोरेटिकल साइंस जरूरी है, वहीं से प्रैक्टिकल साइंस की शुरुआत होती है. लेकिन प्रैक्टिकल साइंस जीवन में मदद रूप है. उसी तरह थियोरेटिकल स्पिरिचुअलिटी, नाउ यू हैव टू हैव प्रैक्टिकल स्पिरिचुअलिटी इन लाइफ टू हैव द फुल बेनिफिट्स ऑफ इट. Full benefits of it. At the University of Missouri in Columbia, after a lot of research and survey, they have concluded, and they write, I'm quoting them word to word and letter to letter, religion and spirituality are must for rehabilitation settling. ये rehabilitation settling क्या होता है? बहुत अच्छा शब्द है ये, rehabilitation settling. मतलब आपके लाइफ को आपको रिहैबिलिटेट अगर करना हो, मैंने जैसे प्रथम बात की थी, अ पर्सनल लॉस, अ फैमिली लॉस, अ बिजनेस लॉस, व्हाटएवर, यू नीड रिहैबिलिटेशन इन लाइफ इमोशनली. दे से रिलीजन एंड स्पिरिचुअलिटी इज मस्ट फॉर रिहैबिलिटेशन सेटलिंग. फिर तीन बातें लिखी हैं. You can go on the website of University of Missouri in Columbia. They say the religion and spirituality, the first aspect, it helps us. बहुत अच्छे ये 3 वाक्य हैं, ध्यान से सुनो. If you don't take anything back from today's program, of course first the book, and from my talk you can pick up these 3 sentences to take back home. They say religion and spirituality, the first advantage in rehabilitation settling is it helps you accept the happenings and situations of life. यहाँ आपकी मेंटल और इमोशनल हेल्थ अच्छी रहती है. Acceptance of the happenings in life, acceptance of the situations that prop up in life, to cope up with that. Second thing they write, religion and spirituality are must to come on terms to unresolved issues of life. जीवन में बहुत सारे ऐसी घटनाएं बनती हैं, बहुत सारे ऐसे प्रसंग बनते हैं जो कभी जीवन में सॉल्व नहीं होते. They remain unsolved. To come on terms in our life with unresolved issues of life, you need religion and spirituality. This is the second part of that research. तीसरी बात लिखी है, which is much beyond the common imagination of a common man. They write religion and spirituality helps you to prepare yourself for any eventuality in life. ये 3 बातें साइंस नहीं दे सकती, ये 3 बातें सिर्फ स्पिरिचुअलिटी दे सकते हैं. इसलिए मैंने कहा यू टेंड टू द फिजिकल हार्ट, वी टेंड टू द इमोशनल हार्ट. दोनों की ज़रूरत है. और जब भी फिजिकल हार्ट जब भी फिजिकल हार्ट को तकलीफ पड़े तब आपकी ज़रूरत पड़ती है. पीछे पीछे हम जरा स्पिरिचुअलिटी ऐड कर देते हैं. So these are the 3 benefits of religion and spirituality. I'm talking of practical spirituality, how it helps health. यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ ड्यूक में रिसर्च हुई है कि जो लोग नित्य भगवान के दर्शन के लिए मंदिर या कोई धर्मस्थान में जाते हैं और जो लोग नहीं जाते हैं, उन दोनों में फर्क क्या है, लाभ गैर लाभ क्या होते हैं. लिखा है they surveyed 4,000 people for 10 years, 2 groups. Group A, 2,000 people going to religious places regularly for some religious rites and practices. Another 2,000 people, the group 2, would not go. Fine, people have the right to live with their ideologies, no issues. But the survey, what advantage people going regularly to religious places for worship has over people not going, and that advantage from the health point of view. University of Duke in United States, they write that those who are regular goers, now I'm coming to your field, cardiology field. यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ ड्यूक लिखते हैं जो नित्य मंदिर में दर्शन के लिए जाते हैं या कोई भी धर्म स्थान में धार्मिक विधि विधान के लिए जाते हैं, उनको प्रथम बड़ा लाभ है. आई एम कोटिंग इट नाउ वर्ड टू वर्ड एंड लेटर टू लेटर. यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ ड्यूक राइट्स they have 40% less chance of a heart ailment or a cardiovascular disease. घबरा मत जाना, अब पेशेंट कम हो जाएंगे यार. पेशेंट तो आते रहेंगे क्योंकि लाइफस्टाइल सबकी बिगड़ रही है, खाने पीने की आदतें बिगड़ रही हैं, विचार भी बिगड़ रहे हैं, सोशल मीडिया और गैजेट्स ये सभी का इम्पैक्ट भी ज़बरदस्त है, तो मेंटल इलनेसेस बढ़ रही हैं. वो तो आते रहेंगे क्योंकि लोगों के पास ये विचार नहीं है, लोगों के पास ये श्रद्धा नहीं है लाइफस्टाइल बेटर करने की, इसलिए ये बात तो आती रहेगी. तो यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ ड्यूक सेज दिस. एंड सेकंड देन दे सेड those who are regular goers at the religious places and performing some religious rites and rituals, they are better managers of stress than those people not going regularly. Isn't it good for mental and emotional health? So here is the topic, spirituality and health. बहुत बड़ी कामयाबी व्यक्ति को जीवन में अपने मेंटल हेल्थ की दृष्टि से, इमोशनल हेल्थ की दृष्टि से धर्म और अध्यात्म में मिलती है. And after the age of 50 and the age of 55, this should be one of the principal axes of life. How many of you believe in that? Raise your hands. એટલે જ પૂછ્યું છે. Principal axis of life, જે આપણા ધર્મશાસ્ત્રોમાં વાત લખી છે કે after the age of 50 and 55, definitely you continue with your profession, but develop more and more inclination towards spirituality and religiosity in life. યોગાસન એક સ્પિરિચ્યુઅલ પ્રેક્ટિસ છે. તમને ખબર છે યોગાસન ઉપર કેટલી બધી રિસર્ચ થઈ છે? I tell you one research at the University of Yale. They offered Sudarshan Kriya, one of the yogasans, to the students and the faculty. It was not mandatory, optional. 600 students across caste, creed, color, religion, nationality, they opted for it. 6 months of Sudarshan Kriya Yogasana. After 6 months, the students and these faculties were interviewed. Okay, do you find some change in yourself? Are you experiencing a change in yourself because of this? And again, this University of Yale in America, they put in their conclusion paper that the students reported first thing, that because of this Sudarshan Kriya that we are doing since last 6 months, the rate, the intensity of the mood swings has reduced to quite a controllable level. Isn't this a good mental and emotional health? Second thing they said, our focus in studies has increased. When they said this, the faculty of the college, they checked their answer sheets of the last 6 months. When the students are reporting that our focus has increased, it should reflect in their marks, isn't it? So in the last 6 months, they could find a gradual increase in the marks of these students who had opted for Sudarshan Kriya. Third thing they said, that we remain in good spirits throughout the day, so we are able to better mingle with people, associate with people on the campus, with the students and with the faculty. And so less of social counseling is needed now, and the rate of social counseling on the campus had decreased in this 600 students and faculties because of Sudarshan Kriya. Again, yogasana part of spirituality. It helps so much in bettering your mental and emotional health. तो ये तो मैंने आपको 3-4 रिसर्च की बात की. मैंने कहा ना 50,000 रिसर्च पेपर्स प्रकट हुए हैं सेमिनार्स और कॉन्फ्रेंसेस में, नेशनल लेवल पे हुए हैं, इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे हुए हैं. तो ये लाभ है उसका. तो आप सभी डॉक्टर्स को तो हम ये विनंती करते हैं कि आप ट्रीटमेंट जरूर दें. वो तो प्राथमिक जरूर आता है, फंडामेंटल नेसेसिटी. ट्रीटमेंट के साथ आप थोड़ी स्पिरिचुअलिटी ऐड करके पेशेंट को बोलना कि इफ यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू अ रिलीजियस प्लेस फॉर दर्शन, whichever you believe in, whatever you believe in, you must go at least once a week, once in 15 days. You chant the holy name for 5 minutes a day. ये भी आप कर सकते हैं. मेरे बहुत अच्छे मित्र हैं डॉक्टर हर्षद पटेल इन न्यूयॉर्क. He is an orthopedic. He has this huge hospital there. Like about 5-7 years, while we are just talking on the phone for something, he said now the doctors in America, they have started prescribing after the whole prescription, maybe medicine 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Now they prescribe 2 things: 2 hours of selfless service every week and regular 5 minutes to 10 minutes of chanting the holy name. Prescribe करते हैं, ऑफिशियली प्रिस्क्राइब करते हैं. मैंने बोला यार डॉक्टर अर्शद, आपने तो बहुत बड़ी बात कर दी. कैन यू शो मी अ कपल ऑफ प्रिस्क्रिप्शंस? He sent me on my mail about 50 prescriptions, not prescribed by him, prescribed by 7-8 different doctors, the photocopies of it. He scanned and sent it to me कि इन लोगों ने ये प्रिस्क्रिप्शन में दवाई के बाद ये निस्वार्थ समाज सेवा और 5 मिनट का भगवान का नाम स्मरण या प्रार्थना ऑफिशियली प्रिस्क्राइब की है. That is how it goes hand in hand. It has the power. तो इतनी ताकत स्पिरिचुअलिटी और रिलीजियोसिटी में है. इट कैन बेटर योर मेंटल हेल्थ, इट कैन बेटर योर फिजिकल हेल्थ. सो वी नीड टू हैव डीप फेथ इन दैट. अमेरिका में 2010 में एक सर्वे हुआ था, डू गुड लिव वेल. आप अच्छा काम करें, निस्वार्थ सेवा करें और आनंद से जिए. उसमें प्रयोग किया था, 30,000 लोगों पे प्रयोग किया था, जो लोग निस्वार्थ समाज सेवा कोई एनजीओ के माध्यम से करते हैं। निस्वार्थ सेवा बच्चों के लिए करते हैं, बड़ों के लिए करते हैं, पढ़ाते हैं, जो एनजीओ चलाते हैं और एनजीओ में सेवा करते हैं, वे और सामने वाला ग्रुप था जो कोई सेवा नहीं करता था। फाइन, अगेन पीपल हैव द राइट टू लिव विद देयर आइडियोलॉजीज, नो इश्यूज। What advantage a person who is doing selfless service in society, तन मन धन कोई भी प्रकार से, has over a person not doing selfless service? Do Good Live Well survey 2010, they conclude that, again coming to your field, that those who do selfless service for the society in some or the other way, the first advantage, I'm again quoting them word to word and letter to letter. They wrote, we found that they had fewer pills to take and lesser visits to hospital. डॉक्टर्स के लिए थोड़ी तकलीफ वाली बातें कर रहा हूं आप, क्योंकि इतने सारे सब डॉक्टर्स बैठे हैं, किसी को तो 10% लोगों को तो ये लगना चालू हो गया होगा मन में कि यार इनको कैसे बुला लिया। Thank you very much for that. And I was also, क्योंकि हार्ट की बात है, I was also light-hearted in telling this. I didn't mean it seriously. Sorry? I'm speaking with seriousness because I want to bring the doctors and the patients from a serious level to a non-serious level. Spirituality helps, religiosity helps. It has tremendous impact on mental and the emotional health. Physical health के बारे में तो बहुत सारी बातें हैं, करते हैं लोग और जरूरी है, और इसके लिए डाइट से लेके एक्सरसाइज लेके योगासन लेके सभी बातें होती है। Mental and emotional health is very important. You know stress levels today in this generation, especially stress levels, they shoot up to unimaginable levels. You would be surprised to know, at the University of Montreal in Canada, I visited that university just 4 months back. They have an International Institute of Stress, where in the library it has 1 lakh books on stress. सिर्फ एक ही सब्जेक्ट पे, एक ही बिल्डिंग में, एक ही लाइब्रेरी में 1 लाख पुस्तक स्ट्रेस पे। कितना रहता होगा? અને થોડી થોડી વાતમાં સ્ટ્રેસ, સેજ આપણું મન ગમતું ના થયું અને સ્ટ્રેસ. Our minds has become so mean, so weak, that the slightest of happening, slightest of movement against our wish has the power to trigger stress. Comparisons કેટલી આવી ગઈ છે. Stress generates there. Comparison. My batchmate, we graduated together, he had 5% less than me, and now he owns an hospital and I'm working in a government hospital. Stress. બધા હશે એટલે કે મેં મૂળભૂત વાત કરી લાગે છે. Am I right? Comparison is the biggest stress creator. At that time, spirituality helps. As a human being, my role in this society, my role for 78 years upon this planet, should be the role of cooperation, should be the role of coordination, should be the role of contribution. These 3 C's, not the 4th C, that is comparison. And you come down to normal levels of stress. Stress level માં રહે જ નહીં. બીજું ક્યાં સ્ટ્રેસ જન્મે છે? Why is this not happening in my life? Let me tell you, God did not sign an MOU with you when you were sent upon this earth. Did God sign an MOU with you? કે જા પૃથ્વી ઉપર જા બેટા, તું જે કહીશ બધું સારું સારું ગુડી ગુડી થશે. Nobody has an MOU. Life is like a sine wave. And life sine wave હોય તો જ મજા આવે ને. તમને બધાને કાર્ડિયોલોજિસ્ટને સાઇન વેવ હોય ને તો જ મજા આવે. લાઈન ફ્લેટ થઈ પતી ગયું. Like the heart, the life should be like a sine wave. Ups and downs are part of life. So you enjoy your talents, your energies, your latent energies, they come out because of hardships, troubles, oppositions in life. We don't understand this fundamental spirituality, and so we go into stress. These two are the biggest stress creators in life. First is comparison with people around you, and second, why is this not happening in my life? Or the reverse, why is this happening again and again? The answers to this two is not in science. Let me tell to all the science people sitting here. The answers to this is only in spirituality. Lord Krishna, Bhagwan Sri Krishna tells Arjuna in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Arjuna was experiencing stress. I cannot fight my elders. I cannot kill my cousin brothers. He laid aside his arms. At that time, Krishna, to bring him out of stress, out of anxiety, out of that emotional fear, did Krishna apply the modern stress busters that is applied by today's stress managers? Yes or no? અત્યારના સ્ટ્રેસ મેનેજર્સ પાસે તમે જાઓ ને એટલે હેપી પિલ્સ આપે. હેપી પિલ્સ આપે. સોશિયલ લેંગ્વેજમાં હેપી પિલ્સ કહે છે, ઇટ્સ અ કેમિકલ. પણ હેપી પિલ્સ આપે, મૂડ બસ્ટર્સ એન્ડ મૂડ મોટિવેટર્સ, આ બધા પિલ્સના નામ છે પાછા, આપણે જ પાડેલા, સાયન્સે નથી પાડ્યા, આ બધા આપણે પાડેલા છે, મૂડ મોટિવેટર્સ અને ધીસ પિલ એન્ડ ધેટ પિલ. Krishna told Arjuna, he gave him a definite thought process. He gave him a definite thought process because again, we have that belief, and it is a fact that our own immune system, our own thought process has the power to overcome the stress. Inbuilt system che. God has been kind enough. Krishna tells Arjuna three things as a thought process. Not like the modern day stress busters or stress managers. Atyar modern day stress managers on MK. You are experiencing stress at your workplace, paint your office green. You are experiencing stress at your workplace, go out for a long walk on a beach. હવે કુરુક્ષેત્રના મેદાન ઉપર બીચ ક્યાં કાઢવો? કુરુક્ષેત્રના મેદાન ઉપર ચેરિયટ ક્યાં ગ્રીન પેઇન્ટ કરવો? એટલે all these modern day stress busting theories are just watering the branches, maybe 5-10% effect. 90% and 100% effect is your definite thought process. And three thought processes Krishna guides Arjuna to. First, he says, Tarati Shokam Atmavit. Believe that you are not this body. Believe that you are the soul. तू दे नहीं, तू आत्मा छो. आप दे नहीं हैं, आप आत्मा हैं. 70-80 साल की आयु के बाद वैसे ही दो अलग हो जाते हैं, लेकिन तकलीफ है जब दो अलग होते तब पता नहीं चलता है. ये तकलीफ है ना, पता नहीं चलता है कि दो अलग हो गए. Believe that you are the soul and not this body. The soul and body are two different things, different entities. तमें बद्दा ऑल सभी डॉक्टर्स को मेरी एक विनंती है, इनकारनेशन नाम का पुस्तक पढ़ना, जहां जैसे आपने यह पुस्तक में रियल लाइफ स्टोरीज लिखी हैं, रीइनकारनेशन पुस्तक में भी रियल लाइफ स्टोरीज हैं. 8-10 साल के बच्चे हो, 15-17 साल के कोई तरुण युवा हो, उनको अपना पूर्व जन्म याद आया हो, वहां पेरेंट्स को ले गए हो, वहां गांव में सभी के नाम देने लगे, अपने घर ले गए, मृत्यु की वजह बताई, घर के फैमिली मेंबर्स को पहचान लिया, सभी का नाम कहा. रियल लाइफ स्टोरीज विद जो जाते होंगे उसकी बात मैं कर रहा हूं। अब भी शायद अभी नहीं जाते होंगे, पहले जाते होंगे। मन में ये सोच रहती है, क्या बोले आप, आमा हूं केवो लागिस, yes or no? 99% of our life we live on external validation. આમાં હું કેવો લાગીશ એવું વિચારવાનું જ નથી. મને ગમ્યું, નંબર 1, મને આ પોસાય છે, નંબર 2, pick it up, purchase, wear and enjoy. તેલ લેવા જાય દુનિયા. આ thought is a spiritual thought. અથવા otherwise 24/7 365/80 you remain in these thoughts. આ કપડામાં કેવો લાગીશ ને, આ શૂઝમાં કેવો લાગીશ ને, લોકો મને કેવી રીતે જોશે ને, લોકો કેવી રીતે. Be yourself. Why are you constantly living for external validation? This is a spiritual thought that betters your mental and emotional health because it has the power to save your time, your money, your resources, your energy, everything. આ બધી નાની નાની વસ્તુમાંથી સ્ટ્રેસ જન્મે છે. फर्स्ट इज तरति शोकम आत्मविद. राजीव गांधी का जब असैसिनेशन हुआ तब उनके परम मित्र थे डॉक्टर आदित्य नित्य गोपाल, दोनों डून स्कूल में साथ में पढ़ते थे, बचपन के मित्र थे. इतने स्ट्रेस में आ गए, प्रैक्टिस छोड़ दी, प्रैक्टिस नहीं कर पाते थे, कंसंट्रेशन नहीं आता था. एंड ही वेंट इनटू एन अंडरग्राउंड सेलर इन हिज होम. He slipped into depression, anxiety, fear. And he said, I've lost my childhood friend. लाइफ में क्या बचा. और पूरे दिन वो वीडियो देखते रहते. मैं और राजीव गांधी साथ में थे, साथ में भोजन लिया था, साथ में बाहर गए थे, घूमे थे. पागलपन आने लगा. उस वक्त उनके कोई मित्र ने कहा कि आपको अभी अध्यात्म की जरूरत है, स्पिरिचुअलिटी. Dr. Aditya Nitya Gopal, after the assassination of the then Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, few months after that, when he was passing through severe state of stress, somebody told him that if you can go to Gujarat and meet Pramukh Swami Maharaj and have his blessings, it could make a difference. दिल्ली से वे अहमदाबाद आए और अहमदाबाद से सारंगपुर, जहाँ हमारा संत तालीम केंद्र है, वहाँ गए. वहाँ प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज थे, बैठे उनके साथ, रोने लगे, अपने दिल की बात कही. इस प्रकार की बातों और प्रसंगों का भी एक ऐसा पुस्तक बन सकता है, व्हेन द हार्ट टेल देयर स्टोरीज. आर.के. पटेल साहब, આ ફિઝિકલ હાર્ટની બની ને એવી આ ઇમોશનલ હાર્ટની પણ બને. કેયુરભાઈ, प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज ने ये बात उनको कही कि देखो, जिनका नाम है उसका नाश है. जो पृथ्वी पे आता है एक दिन उनको जाना है. आपके मित्र थे, जितना कर्म संबंध था आप साथ में रहे, अब कर्म संबंध पूरा हुआ तो वे चले गए, आप अलग हो गए. ये समझदारी, ये स्वीकार, दोनों, अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड एक्सेप्टेंस. आफ्टर जस्ट 15 मिनट्स ऑफ स्पिरिचुअल काउंसलिंग, क्योंकि हमारे अंग्रेजी भाषा में एक बहुत अच्छा प्रॉवर्ब है, a single conversation across the table with a wise man is more than reading of books for 10 years. सुपर स्पेशलिस्ट की एक टिप भी आपको बहुत बड़ी मदद कर देती है ना. He felt relieved. He went back a normal state of mind. He started his practice. And even when I'm talking to you today, he is a wonderful gentleman helping the society. So emotional heart को mend करता है spirituality, physical heart को mend करता है cardiology. So both go hand in hand. ये stress buster है. दूसरी बात की मन मना भवा, keep your, I'm into the last 5 minutes of my talk. दूसरी बात की मन मना भवा, कीप योर माइंड्स एनग्रॉस्ड इन मी. जो मैंने कोई एंड्रयू न्यूबर्ग और या जी कोइन की बात की, भगवान के नाम स्मरण की, प्रार्थना की बात की, उससे इतना फर्क पड़ता है. एंड द थर्ड थिंग कृष्णा टेल्स टू अर्जुन, कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन. ही टेल्स अर्जुन, अर्जुन, योर जॉब इज टू परफॉर्म योर ड्यूटी वेल, रिजल्ट्स आई विल डिसाइड. अब मैं ये स्टेटमेंट आप सभी को लॉजिकली प्रूव कर दूंगा. मैं 2 प्रश्न पूछूंगा, आप सभी डॉक्टर्स मुझे हाँ कहेंगे, कोई ना नहीं कह पाएगा. आई चैलेंज एंड गारंटी. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, You all have an experience that sometimes you gauged for the patient that he will live longer and he dies. This is sometimes beyond your presumption, assumption. Am I right or wrong? Yes or no? हाथ ऊंचा करे दिखाने के लिए, सिर्फ हाथ से नहीं बात चलेगी. डॉक्टर्स नहीं है, उनको हाथ ऊंचा करने की जरूरत नहीं है, डॉक्टर्स के अनुभव की बात कर रहे हैं. दूसरा प्रश्न, आपने किसी पेशेंट पे ऑपरेट किया और पेशेंट के लिए यह कहा कि आई डोंट थिंक ही मे लिव लॉन्गर, एंड इज राइट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू आफ्टर 20 years. हाँ या ना? यस और नो? अगेन गिव मी विथ अ रेज्ड हैंड. तो आप तो वही डॉक्टर हैं जिन्होंने जज किया था कि ये लंबा जिएगा, मर गया. आपने ये जज किया था कि ये मर जाएगा, वो तो लंबा जीवन उसको मिला. मतलब भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने सही बात की है. यू परफॉर्म योर ड्यूटी, रिजल्ट्स आई डिसाइड. 1992 में अहमदाबाद में एक कॉन्फ्रेंस थी जब हमारा स्वामीनारायण अक्षरधाम गांधीनगर का उद्घाटन समारोह था. फिजिशियंस कॉन्फ्रेंस, कार्डियोलॉजी कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई थी अहमदाबाद में 1992 में. तब ऑस्ट्रेलिया से एक बहुत बड़े अच्छे कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट आए थे, डॉक्टर नेविल हैकर. हम उनको अक्षरधाम के लिए निमंत्रित करने के लिए गए थे. वे आए थे, कॉन्फ्रेंस में हमने बात की थी और 8-10 डॉक्टर्स आए थे हमारी वहां अक्षरधाम दर्शन और प्रदर्शनी देखने के लिए. व्हेन ही मेट प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज, प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज ने एक बेसिक प्रश्न डॉक्टर नेविल हैकर को पूछा. आप सभी कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट बैठे हैं तो ये कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट का प्रसंग मुझे याद आया, मैं आपसे शेयर कर रहा हूं. प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज asked him, sir, do you go to church for prayers? Dr. Neville Hacker immediately responded, Swamiji, my hospital is my church and my patient is my God. Fine. Everybody has their own ideologies. They have the freedom to live with it. No issues. Pramukh Swami ne second question पूछा, and that slipped out the ground from the doctor's feet. प्रमुख स्वामी ने पूछा कि डॉक्टर कभी ऐसा बना है कि आपने कोई पेशेंट के लिए लंबी आयु की बात की और वो मर गया, और किसी पेशेंट के लिए आप बोल रहे हो कि मर जाएगा और 20 साल के बाद आपके सामने वो खड़ा है? हाँ स्वामी जी. And then he says, Dr. Neville, Swami ji, I am trying to search an answer for this. Why is this happening? I am the same person, the same knowledge, the same practice, and the same experience. And why is this happening? That sometimes this happens and the other time this happens. Then Pramukh Swami Maharaj told him this, Doctor, the answer to that is you treat the patient. He decides the length of the life. उसका कर्म पूरा हो गया है, उसके सांस पूरे हो गए, तो even 50 doctors around him would not be able to save him. Otherwise, why would Aditya Birla, the chairman of the Aditya Birla Group, a conglomerate of more than 10 lakh crore rupees, they make everything from salt to software, presence in more than 160 countries, die of cancer at the age of 51. Aditya Birla died at the age of 51 because of cancer. Treatment कम मिली होगी? ट्रीटमेंट कम मिली होगी? प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज ने यह कहा स्पिरिचुअलिटी कि उनके सांस पूरे हो गए हैं, तो आप कितनी भी ट्रीटमेंट करेंगे, रिजल्ट्स गॉड हैज डिसाइडेड. उसका मतलब यह नहीं है कि ट्रीटमेंट नहीं करना है. इट इज ह्यूमन ड्यूटी, ह्यूमन एंडेवर, and more than that, it is human dignity to perform your duties to the best. Whatever you are doing upon this earth, to perform it to the best, it is human dignity. But with this understanding, so we don't go into stress and a non-believer state of mind, ये spirituality है, ये अध्यात्म है. और आखिरी बात, highest level of spirituality is an egoless personality. मैंने ये किया, मेरे से ये हुआ. हाँ, अचीवमेंट बड़ा हो, कोई अवार्ड दे रहा है तो प्रेम से ले लेना, लेकिन लेते वक्त ये समझदारी मन में रखना, ये विचार मन में रखना कि आई एम एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट एंड ही इज द डूअर. तो आई थोड़ा डिफ्लेट हो जाएगा, ईगोलेस पर्सनैलिटी डेवलप होगी, एंड दैट हैज द पावर टू ब्रिंग आउट मैनी लेटेंट एनर्जीज एंड टैलेंट्स फ्रॉम विद इन. And that has the power to attract human resources, material resources, even money resources. Smaller the eye, better the work. Smaller the eye, better the health. इसलिए डॉक्टर सुब्रमण्यम जिन्होंने इतनी बाईपास सर्जरीज की है, जिन्होंने 1998 में प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज पे बाईपास सर्जरी की थी एट लेनॉक्स हिल हॉस्पिटल इन न्यूयॉर्क, इज अ वेरी बिग नेम। डॉक्टर सुब्रमण्यम को पूछा कि जब आप ऑपरेशन टेबल पे होते हैं, जब आप ऑपरेशन टेबल पे होते हैं और ऑपरेट करते हैं पेशेंट को, मन में मुख्य विचार क्या रखते हैं? आपके जैसे ही वही कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट है। डॉक्टर सुब्रमण्यम said, when I'm about to start the operation, during the operation, after the operation, only one thought I keep in mind, and that is, I'm here to help. कितना भव्य और दिव्य विचार है। मैं ऑपरेट कर रहा हूं, मैं किसी को जिंदगी दे रहा हूं, मेरी वजह से वो जिएगा, मेरे ये पराक्रम से परिवार सुखी होगा, ये नहीं। मैं यहां सिर्फ मदद के लिए, आई एम जस्ट हियर टू हेल्प। कितना नम्र भाव। दिस इज कॉल्ड एन ईगोलेस पर्सनैलिटी एंड एन ईगोलेस परफॉर्मेंस। दिस हैज द पावर टू कीप योर माइंड एंड योर इमोशंस इन कंट्रोल। दिस हैज द पावर टू सेटल दोज थिंग्स। इतनी ताकत ये स्पिरिचुअल विचार में होती है। ईगोलेसनेस इज अ स्पिरिचुअल थॉट। ये रखना बहुत जरूरी है। तो ऐसी कुछ बातें हैं जिससे जीवन में बहुत लाभ होते हैं। तो स्पिरिचुअलिटी एंड हेल्थ is a wonderful topic. I tried to share a few things here and there. But as I said, medicine and spirituality, like as science and spirituality, they go hand in hand. Better the spiritual state of mind, better will be the effect of medicines. दवाई की असर भी शरीर पे अच्छी होती है जब spiritual state of mind अच्छा रहता है। Am I right or wrong? आप अगर मुझे 5 मिनट ज्यादा दे तो मैं एक पॉइंट बोल दूं? Thank you for that. तो एक ये बात, एक नया पॉइंट मेरे मन में आ रहा है। टेक्नोलॉजी एंड हेल्थ। बहुत बड़ी तकलीफ अभी टेक्नोलॉजी और हेल्थ के क्षेत्र में है। We all know and we are aware because of social media, because of gadgets, because of this internet and overexposure to all kinds of apps, the teenagers and youngsters, they're losing their life physically, mentally and emotionally. Yes or no? We are all aware of it. इतनी भयंकर तकलीफ ये टेक्नोलॉजी की है। टेक्नोलॉजी का उपयोग करना जरूरी है। आई एम अ मैन ऑफ साइंस एंड मैन ऑफ रिलीजन बोथ। आई नो द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ इट। टेक्नोलॉजी का भरपूर उपयोग होना चाहिए। टेक्नोलॉजी का एडवांसमेंट भरपूर होना चाहिए, लेकिन विवेक रखना वो अध्यात्म सिखाएगा। प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज को न्यूयॉर्क एयरपोर्ट पे किसी ने पूछा था कि ये इंटरनेट, ये कंप्यूटर, इज इट अ कर्स और अ ब्लेसिंग? दैट वाज वे बैक 25 ईयर्स, 25 वर्ष पहला। केरू भाई, अब प्रश्न पूछा है तो प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज ने। प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज was entering the New York airport. I was in 1996. I was as an interpreter with him at that time, doing Gujarati English, English Gujarati. Well, the reporter himself was New York Times and he was an Englishman. He said that this internet, this computer, is it a curse or a blessing? Pramukh Swami Maharaj, out of all his spiritual wisdom, he answered in one line. He said, if the technology is used with disciplined discrimination, it is a blessing. And if you miss out on disciplined discrimination, it is a curse. ये टेक्नोलॉजी जो आगे बढ़ रही है उसके सामने ये अध्यात्म विचार है। विवेक पूर्ण उपयोग वो एक अध्यात्म विचार है। विवेक पूर्ण उपयोग, एआई का विवेक पूर्ण उपयोग नहीं होगा। एआई का विवेक पूर्ण उपयोग नहीं होगा तो अगर आप सभी मुझे इजाजत दे तो मैं दूसरा वाक्य बोलूं। एआई का विवेक पूर्ण उपयोग नहीं होगा तो आपकी नेक्स्ट जनरेशन कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट को कुछ करना नहीं पड़ेगा, घर बैठे आप आराम से लेट लेंगे, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग विल बी डन बाय मशीन्स। After 20 years, this pace of AI going forward, no cardiologist will have to be physically present there. The robots will do everything. And this is very serious. Am I right or wrong? રોબોટ્સ જ જો બધું પરફોર્મન્સ કરવા મળે તો આપણે શું કરવાનું? AI is a good technology, the biggest technological revolution in the history of this planet for human race, but it is equally dangerous. Why? Geoffrey Hinton, એનો ઇન્ટરવ્યુ તમે વાંચજો, અરે સાંભળજો on YouTube. Geoffrey Hinton, the father of AI. આપણે રાત્રે બધું યુટ્યુબ પર જાતનું ચાલુ કરીને કે આ ચાલુ કરવાનું, માહિતીવાળું છે જરા. Geoffrey Hinton, he's called the father of AI. He's a British Canadian computer scientist. He designed the algorithms for AI. Algorithms has been designed for AI. On the other hand, these algorithms, they pick up data from all over the world, everything. Data pickup is controlled, algorithm is controlled, but the combination of algorithm and data is not in human hands. એટલે 5 વર્ષ પછી AI powered robots suicide પણ કરશે અને murder પણ કરશે. Geoffrey Hinton has said this, father of AI. And his recent interview on BBC, આ ઇન્ટરવ્યુ મેં 5 વખત સાંભળ્યું. To get the exact words of Geoffrey Hinton, he says on his latest interview, and he resigned in 2023 from Google as head of AI Google. And he says in this interview that in the next 30 years, AI has the power to make human species extinct upon this earth. Everybody is stunned. I have put forward the exact words letter to letter of Geoffrey Hinton. AI ની આટલી તાકાત છે, પૃથ્વી ઉપર માણસની સૃષ્ટિ સાફ કરી નાખશે. Because remember this sentence, first time in the history of this planet we are facing a species more intelligent than us. First time in the history of this planet we are facing a species which is more intelligent than us, and that created by us. મને કહો બધા ડોક્ટર્સ, હ્યુમન ક્લોનિંગ કેમ બંધ કરી દીધું? Why is human cloning on reproductive purposes banned across Europe, banned in UK, banned totally in Germany, Australia? Human cloning for reproductive purpose has been banned. અમુક કન્ટ્રીઝમાં ખાલી રિસર્ચ માટે ચાલુ છે. અમેરિકા ઇઝ નોટ ફેડરલી ફંડિંગ હ્યુમન ક્લોનિંગ રિસર્ચ. હ્યુમન ક્લોનિંગ જ્યારે આવ્યું ને ત્યારે આમ બહુ મોટી વાત હતી. Total ban in more than 80 countries of the world. Why? Because they said human cloning will steal away the dignity of human life. ધીરેન તમારા જેવો માણસ તૈયાર કરી દે, ખબર છે? દેખાવમાં, બોલવામાં, ચાલવામાં, બધી રીતે. ફેમિલી મેમ્બર્સ એમ થાય કે આપણે આ બસ ઘરે આવી ગયા, આયા જ ના આવે હજી. હા, એટલે એમ કે છે કાર્ડિયોલોજીની દ્રષ્ટિએ એક ધીરેનની જરૂર છે, બરાબર છે. કારણ કે વી મસ્ટ એપ્લોડ હિમ. 55 હાર્ટ ટ્રાન્સપ્લાન્ટ્સ ઇન અમદાવાદ ઇઝ એન અચીવમેન્ટ. એટલીસ્ટ આપણે બધા અહીંયા આને ખબર તો પડી કે આપણે જરૂર પડે ક્યાં જવું. એટલે કેયુરભાઈ હેઝ ડેવલપ ધ હોલ સીમ્સ ફોર દેટ, કે બધા અમદાવાદીઓને ખબર પડે. પણ આ હ્યુમન ક્લોનિંગ ઇટ હેઝ બીન બેન્ડ ફોર ધીસ રીઝન that we don't want to lower the dignity of human life. અને હસતા હસતા શું કહે છે ખબર છે? Why is human cloning reproductive purpose banned? Because we don't want designer babies. Designer વેર આવે ને, એમાં designer babies નથી જોતી આપણે. એટલે it has been banned. AI has to be restricted or controlled. If human cloning is banned because of maintaining the dignity of human life, AI should be restricted to maintain the dignity of human work. બધાને નવરા કર. Goldman Sachs has said 40 million, 4 crore people across North America and Europe will lose their jobs because of AI in the next 5 years. Theft will increase, burglaries will increase, crime will increase. અને આપણે કામ નહીં કરીએ તો કરશું શું? ફિઝિકલ, મેન્ટલ, ઇમોશનલ હેલ્થ બધું પતી જાય. તમે કામ ના કરો તો ફિઝિકલ, મેન્ટલ, ઇમોશનલ હેલ્થ બધું પતી જાય. યસ ઓર નો? તો એઆઈને આપણું આટલું બધું શું કામ આપો છો? ઘરમાં કચરા પોતા જાતે કરવાના બંધ થઈ ગયા પછી ટીચરના પ્રશ્ન વધ્યા છે કે નહીં? હું સિમ્પલ દ્રષ્ટાંત આપું છું. એઆઈથી તો કેટલા હેલ્થ પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ આવવાના છે. એટલે ટેકનોલોજી એન્ડ હેલ્થ ઇઝ અ બિગ ઇશ્યુ. વી નીડ અ બેલેન્સ. So thank you very much for patiently listening to me. I'm sorry for taking about 10-15 minutes more. My all prayers for all of you for a great physical, mental, and emotional health. And may God bless you all. Thank you very much.
ઇન્ટરનેશનલ ગેસ્ટનું જે ફેલિસિટેશન છે ને એ જતા રહ્યા છે ખાલી સ્વામીનું.
Thank you very much, Swamiji. If I have to carry home the message of Swamiji, spirituality helps you to accept the inevitable. It helps you to come to terms with the unresolved issues in your life. And spirituality ultimately prepares you for any eventuality that may come in your life. So, unfortunate thing will be, there is always a complaint that our cardiologist prescribes so many medicines. Now there will be one added thing, and that is spirituality. Thank you, Swamiji, very much. A saint can love like 1,000 mothers. We are all blessed to have you here, and we are all going to remember this talk for a long time and share with our grandkids also. May I request the dignitaries on the stage and the audience to please sit for 5 more minutes. We have Mr. Mukesh Nandave. He is going to announce the IACVS Oration Awards to be given by Dr. Dhalla and Dr. Goyal. Please come on the stage.
Very good evening. Pujya Swamiji, thanks for blessing us all. And gratitude is the best attitude. I, as a General Secretary of International Academy of Cardiovascular Sciences, express a sincere gratitude to Dr. K.R. Parikh for taking ISS with you one more time and in a really big way. So with that, we would like to express our gratitude by giving a Distinguished Leadership Award to Dr. K.R. Parikh. Thank you so much, sir. Again, to Dr. Anish Chandrana, CIMS Group, we would like to express our gratitude by giving a Distinguished Service Award considering the extraordinary contribution of Dr. Dhiren Shah. We would like to honor him with the Professor R.C. Kukreja Oration Award with the plaque, cash award and certificate. Thank you so much. Then Dr. Ajay Naik has been top electrophysiologist of India who saved so many lives, and he is given Professor Ramesh K. Goyal Award. I would like to invite Dr. Harlokesh Yadav for receiving a Distinguished Service Award for his contribution to the society and ICS. Dr. Harlokesh. And lastly, our president is recognized by both North American section and South American section for his so many years of services to cardiovascular sciences and to India section and to all the sections of ICS across the globe. So he is conferred with the Norman Alpert Award from North American section. Congratulations. With this, I sincerely thankful to all the organizing team and specifically Dr. Keyur Parikh for taking us again along with you. Thank you so much. Grateful to you.
So at last 2 minutes on behalf of GIC team, all of my team members and GIC, entire GIC team, as well as Marengo Sims family, on behalf of that, it is my privilege to express vote of thanks for today's event. First of all, Swamiji, from his busy schedule, very busy schedule. When we discussed before the event, he was talking like today he is leaving to Udaipur, tomorrow he has a function of for CA conference, and from there he will fly to Mumbai the same day. So very busy schedule. Out of that, he has spared time for us for this event. Thanks to Swamiji, and thanks to coming here for showering blessing on all of us. Again, special thanks to our guest of honor today, Dr. R.K. Patel sir, Mr. Ajay Umat, Mr. Manish Mehta, Dr. Sharat Thakur, Mr. Pathik Patwari, and Dr. R. Dikshit. Thank you very much for being part of this event. Thank you very much. And at last, thanks all of you, the audience, all delegates of the GIC, all doctors, friends, all ladies and gentlemen who are the part of this event. Thank you very much for being part of this event, and thank you to make this event very, very memorable. Thank you very much.
The last word before we move.
A small, yeah.
Satellite symposia which were at 7 p.m. have been shifted to 7:30 p.m. We have 3 satellite symposia on infectious disease, pulmonology, critical care and nephrology on the second floor in Confluence. 1.5 hours of symposia, and then we'll break for dinner. So 7 to 7:30 have breaks, and then 7:30 we meet again. Thank you.
1 minute, a small memento from our hospital to Swamiji. કેવું ભાઈ, I know સંતને શું આપવાનું હોય, સંત આપણને આશીર્વાદ આપે, પણ આ તો ટોકન છે. Thank you very much. The copy of book is available on the stall outside. Thank you very much again.